Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Weather with Sim again. I hope you guys are all having a great Wednesday so far, and as well as a great start to your day. And today is February 5th, 2025, and in today's forecast, we're going to be talking about a major winter storm that's going to be coming to the United States as we head into the next few days. And this is going to be bringing a lot of impacts, guys. Not only will we be seeing the potential for a lot of heavy snow and sleet, but we'll also be seeing the potential for a lot of freezing rain, especially up there in the Great Lakes region as we head throughout today and into tomorrow. So we will need to be watching this very closely over the next few days, including today, as travel impacts are definitely looking likely. We'll also be tracking the potential for some severe weather with some of these systems, and we'll also be tracking more winter storms and cold air even as we head later into February. But before we get into today's forecast, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so that way you guys don't miss out on any future videos or live streams that we do on this channel, and so that way you can stay safe before and after the storms are expected to roll on through, and I really do appreciate it. But let's first start off by taking a look at the European model, and as you guys can see, we will be tracking that storm system throughout today and even into tomorrow, as a lot of rain on the southern side of that system is also looking likely. But once again, it's especially going to be that freezing rain, sleet, and heavy snowfall that we're going to be most concerned about as that rolls on through, and that looks to even continue as it heads up there into New England. So we will be watching that over the next few days. And just to show you guys why we are concerned about some big time impacts with this system, you guys can see that the latest from the European model not only shows a couple inches of snow in some areas, especially areas like the UP and Michigan, but for freezing rain, look at that, guys. Let's go ahead and quickly take a zoom in view, but look at that. We're talking potentially greater than a half an inch of freezing rain in some of these areas. Look at that. Look at that, very close to an inch up there in Indiana. Look at that, very close to an inch in some areas in Ohio. If we take this a little farther to the east into Pennsylvania, we do still see those freezing rainfall totals on the higher side of things. Look at that, anywhere from a quarter to a half an inch of freezing rain. So definitely something to really watch for, as this could be a very bad and of course crippling ice storm, as quite a bit of freezing rain is definitely looking quite likely out there. And if we compare that to the NAM model, we are gonna once again be tracking the potential for a lot of freezing rain out there, as you can see, as the NAM model also does show quite a bit of freezing rain, if why not a little farther out there to the west. So really something to keep an eye on very closely, as a lot of areas are really looking to get that potential for freezing rain. And of course, if we compare that to the national blend of all models, we do see some pretty good freezing rainfall agreement, as we could be seeing greater than a tenth of an inch, maybe even greater than a quarter inch over there in Pennsylvania, even the higher elevations there in West Virginia and Virginia, back into Maryland. So definitely a pretty interesting setup, like I said, as it is definitely going to bring a lot of significant impacts over the next couple of days. So now is a good time to be on high alert out there, not only today, but also as we get into tomorrow and even for your Friday, as a lot of this ice is expected to linger. So something to really be aware about, and you should also be ready for it, as power outages, down trees, and even a lot of slippery road conditions are definitely looking likely out there. So now is a good time to prepare, which we are hoping you guys are. And if we look at a overview about the watches, warnings, and advisories that we have in effect, just to show you guys that this is concerning, look at that. We got an ice storm warning currently in effect for Pennsylvania, all the way back down there into the panhandles of Maryland and West Virginia. So definitely not looking good out there for you guys. But we also got those widespread winter weather advisories in effect for the next couple of days, anywhere from northern Oklahoma all the way up there into Iowa, and then eastward into parts there of the mid-Atlantic and northeast. So really gonna be a big one, guys. You guys need to make sure you guys are getting ready out there, as not only will we be seeing the potential for freezing rain, but once again some heavy snowfall could still occur with the system, and we could also be seeing those chances for even sleet as well. So make sure you get prepared out there, as this is definitely going to be one of the more significant winter storms in at least a few weeks, since that big snowstorm and ice storm occurred since the beginning of February. So it's been a little bit since we've seen one, but once again, though, this is definitely going to be a pretty bad one, so make sure to be on high alert out there. Now, let's talk about what we can expect as we get into the future. And as you guys can see, as we get into the future, we will be tracking the potential for another big similar storm system that could roll on through as we get into the weekend, possibly bringing the same scenario, lots of snow and even freezing rain, maybe even some heavier snow with that system. So we will watch that. After that heads out, look at that. We could be seeing a pretty big training system along the Ohio River as we get into Tuesday, February 11th, especially areas in the lower Ohio Valley. So it's definitely something that could definitely cause a lot of impacts there. And we are only heading, guys, about 6 days out from now, 6 days from when the system is expected to occur. So this is definitely not good news for a lot of you guys. So we will watch that one closely, and maybe even a Clipper system trying to roll on through right behind it. And then after that, maybe another winter storm trying to get its act together from there. But as of right now, things do remain uncertain now that we are heading over 10 days out, which this one, as of right now, does not really look likely at all until we get closer. Now, one of the things that I did forget to show you guys is that we also do have a marginal risk for severe storms for today, especially across Kentucky and as well as northern Tennessee, including the Bowling Green and Nashville area. Main concerns for today will be chances for a small brief spin-up tornado or two, and maybe even a few strong isolated gusty winds. So not really looking at anything significant, but I do think we could still be seeing a little bit of a severe storm threat for today, and it's not really looking to be anything too crazy as of right now, but it's definitely, once again, something to really keep an eye on very closely, as it is gonna be something to really keep an eye on. But once again, not really looking at anything significant, so probably something you don't really need to take seriously as of right now. And then the last things we're going to look at is going to be your total rain and also your total snowfall. And let's use the GFS model for this, because I was kind of wondering about how much snowfall we could see with that winter storm as we get into February 11th. Starting off with your total freezing rain, you guys can see how a lot of these areas once again are going to be seeing the potential for freezing rain anywhere from now all the way to February 15th. So this will be something to really keep an eye on closely over the next couple of weeks, as I do think some more winter storms are likely to roll on through. Same with snow. We will need to be watching for more snow very closely, as places like the lower Ohio Valley could definitely experience a pretty big snowstorm. And just to take a zoom in view on that, you guys can see that with that winter storm as it rolls on through, we could be seeing plentiful amounts of snowfall even across places like Southern Illinois, Southern Indiana, Northern Kentucky, even Southern Ohio, over there in the West Virginia. So definitely something to really be paying attention to as we get throughout this week, but especially as we get into next week. And we will also need to be watching for those chances for some snow even across the New England region and mid-Atlantic areas, and of course the Great Lakes region, upper Midwest, and even over there towards the western United States will also have opportunities for very heavy snowfall too as well. And of course we could even be seeing the potential for some sleet. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on all notifications so that way you guys don't miss out on any future videos or live streams that we do on this channel, and so that way you guys can stay safe before and after the storms are expected to roll on through during the next couple of weeks. So consider doing that, as it also really does help support the channel, and I really do appreciate it, my friends. And I hope you guys all have a great rest of your Wednesday. Wednesday out there, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Thank you all so much for watching, and hope to see you again out there. Goodbye.